Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Steve and today we are continuing with Knee Deep. I kind of left off abruptly because, I was like, oh, it's a choice, let me leave it and, let them get excited for what's to come. But I kind of forgot that I was playing a demo. So, like I'm 99% sure that I'm going to load into this and make a choice and then it's gonna end right there. So I just I just kind of like spent all this time waiting for a second episode and uh nothing is going to happen. Wait, okay, here we are. I hope you guys are doing well. As always, happy 4th of July. Even though if you don't celebrate it, it's kind of whatever. I woke up. I'm kind of excited though because it rained. I was so prepared. Like I got home from work and I had to like hurriedly stretch and do all my stuff, and that way I could record before they start going crazy on fireworks. But it started like pouring down, so like nobody's doing those because that's when they always do the loud fireworks too. Like the not the ones that aren't even flashy, but the ones that just sound like bombs. They do them right before it gets dark. So it's like 5:30 for me. So I'm glad that happened. But yeah, back into it. We were given the choice of Milo, Riley, and Anthony, and I was leaning towards Milo at first, just because of how like overprotective and possessive he is. And I don't know, he just seems, the most normal. Like Riley, I don't know. Riley is like it's kind of like stalkish vibes. Like he draws pictures of me and like watches me. I mean, I don't really care, but it is weird. Like it's not something I would care about, but it's weird. And Anthony, he had blood on his clothes, so I don't know. But Milo had that. I'm pretty sure he was the owner of that social media account that was posting about harming stray cats, and that is just a big ass red flag. Like, bro, I would. That's a bigger red. No. Okay. They all. Let me just say they all have red flags. So, um, but we're just gonna. We all know they're on there, so it's gonna be a problem. So we're just gonna go with Milo. We're just gonna go with Milo. After all, I know Milo the most out of any of them. Milo is my oldest friend. He's someone I know I can always rely on, and most of all, someone who will always protect me no matter what. I frown because while I want to have confidence in my friend, something just doesn't feel right. Whether it be the sorry, seeming omniscient knowledge, omniscient, oh, okay, whatever. I don't care about that word. Knowledge. Whenever I see this word, think about Goku. It's Goku solos. Heart Echo possesses, or knowing people I'm close to may want to kill others in my name. Is that a bad thing? Like at least they don't want to kill you. It just doesn't feel good. I shut off my phone, but it only causes more nauseating thoughts to run through my mind the longer I stare. I try to fall asleep, hoping that this is all a dream. Milo, how could you? Tears streamed down my cheeks as I clutched my headset. My headset? It was my favorite color, and I had saved up all of my allowance money to buy them. They were my prized possession. That was until Milo threw them into a pile of mud. Okay, there's pouring on red flags. Okay. Oops. It was an accident, not voice acted. Accident my ass. You did that on purpose. Was I being rational? Probably not. I couldn't stop my tears, and I couldn't bear to look at Milo after what seemed like the betrayal of a lifetime. We're not friends anymore. I managed to stutter out a reply, which seemed to make Milo freeze in place. Before I could even think of anything else to say, he grabbed my wrist hard. The look in his eyes was serious, like he was observing me rather than actually showing concern. It was apathetic, I think that's how you pronounce that. Unfeeling, and not like Milo at all. That that hurts. He let go so quickly, I felt like I might have been hallucinating the look in his eyes. Forgive me. I'll buy you a new headset later, okay? There was that boyish smile again, the friendly Milo I'd always known. I wanted to forget the look in his eyes, and so I did. But was that the right choice? Beep, beep, beep. Of course, Milo's got that dark side. I groaned at the blaring alarm, searching through my sheets to find my phone. Ugh, I hate 8 a.m. classes. Once I find it, I press stop to finally relieve my ears of the annoying sound. Just. Okay, that is. There's a list. Holy, I just pronounced list as lisp. That's how bad it is. There's a list of notifications from last night. Do all professors communicate with each other to assign homework at the same time or something? Sorry, that was very choppy. I opened my phone only to be met with the heart echo app. Any sense of sleepiness I felt before was washed away. I'm reminded of the fact that it wasn't just a dream I had. Yeah, we still got the unknown. Milo Greeny. Green. Just green. Why would his name be at the top? Would he really kill for me? If he's the most unstable, what else would he be willing to do? There's a pit in my stomach that starts to grow with unease. Knock, knock, knock. Needs more speaking for me, sadly. Right, yes, I'm okay. I fidget with my bed sheets, hoping this interaction ends sooner than later. Rather than later. Anthony frowns. If there's something going on, let me know. It's just some issues with my homework. Stupid anatomy. Oh, I can help you practice. Watch. He's gonna say some dumbass shit like that. I hope it's a good enough lie to cover up my anxieties. Though I've been struggling with that class recently. Anthony's eyes light. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Anthony's eyes light up at the subject mentioned.
Get the fuck out of here! That shit garbage, nigga!
Bro, you're in college, bro. You're in I guess age just freakiness doesn't stop with age, you know? Do your thing, bro. Get as freaky as you want, bro. Whatever, bro. Really? Why did I say that? Was I that desperate for a good grade I'd buddy up with a potential psycho? I mean, I have a special interest in anatomy. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I guess he is a murderer. I think. He does work at a butcher shop, too. He gives me a thumbs up, a contrast to his usually straight-faced expression. Actually, I think I just need to study this afternoon. Let me know if you need any help. I don't know why my voice is like that. I'm not, like, my throat's not hurting anymore. I don't know why. My roommate gives one more knock to the doorframe before leaving, closing my room off once again. The interaction reminds me of when I first moved in with him, his casual kindness despite his apathetic demeanor. I think of Heart Echo again. Why am I letting it get to me like this? After my morning class, I came to a conclusion. I could not go through this day without caffeine. After the whole Heart Echo thing, the dream I had last night, and my weird conversation with Anthony, I desperately need coffee. While I wouldn't prefer it, Milo's Cafe is the closest to campus, and also generally the cheapest option. Is that because of Milo or because the coffee's bad? Do you sleep in your bed today, or are you gonna nap on our floor again? The image of Milo, happily greeting me without a hint of malice in his eyes, makes me shiver. Yes, I slept better. No, not really. I'm not a good sleeper, so no, not really. Despite my worry over what he could be hiding, I can't stop myself from allowing his charisma to break down my walls. He looks at me sympathetically, like he always does. Are you alright? I'm glad you at least got some rest. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll probably rest after class. Good. I don't think I could mop the floor if you want it. Rolling my eyes at his dumb joke, his smile widens at finally being able to get a reaction out of me. I like you clean up anyways. I know how you live. You wound me, my dear. I know I shouldn't be so friendly, especially with the concern lingering in my head. That's so dumb. Are you actually letting an app like get to you like this?
Phase 1, the crash out stage.
Like he's your childhood friend. Like you like oh, that's whatever. I'm not gonna start ranting, bro. This reminds me of something I don't even want to think about. It's just so easy to talk to Milo. Trust him. If you want anything, I'll give you a size up for free. What's the most expensive thing you have? His laugh at my response is comforting, and I can feel my walls breaking at the familiar banter between us. But then I see his eyes, watching me, observing. Maybe I'm hallucinating it, maybe I'm just going crazy, but it creeps me out enough to rebuild my suspicion. Like imagine having a lifetime childhood friend who treats you like you're like you're his world, and then you download an app one night, and then you start getting uncomfortable around him because of said app said something. Because your childhood friend who cares so deeply for you is watching and gauging your reaction because he wants you to be comfortable around him. Who could oh my goodness, bro. Who could have guessed, bro? Who could have guessed that your childhood friend cares about you and wants you to be comfortable and happy around him and wants you to laugh at his jokes? Here we go again. You know, I can't get all worked up about it. I'm just talking too much, I'm just ranting. I'm getting too worked up about it, knowing it's just a visual novel, bro. It's not peak writing, bro. You're gonna be okay. On second thought, maybe I should save my money. Milo shrugs off the comment, giving me a smirk. I'll make your favorite then, Theo. Milo leaves to make my drink, working smoothly along the counter. Nothing looks out of the ordinary, but everything feels wrong. You end up studying for psychology yet? Studying? What's there to study? It's only the second week. Figured. You haven't been checking your schedule? Nope. He laughs, moving through bags of coffee beans and machines. Excuse me. I'll send you my notes later then. Excuse me. You already have an assignment due next class. Fuck my life. Well, I hope this makes up for it, my dear. The nickname deepens the pit in my stomach. He holds out my drink with a wink and a bag I didn't ask for. Probably. You have a good day, alright? Nodding in reply, I swallow my anxiety with a shaky smile. I was hoping to be an academic weapon this semester. But how can I focus on boring anatomy when I'm faced with heart echo whenever I check my phone? That mocks me every time I turn on my phone, and deleting it doesn't work. The delete button doesn't even show up. In the background, the Professor drones on and on. I don't even try to pay attention. Instead, I munch mindlessly on the pastry Milo gave me, sipping my drink in between bites. I hate how he always knows how to make the perfect drink. The need to doom scroll to distract myself is strong. I pull out my phone, opening the forums to focus on other people's problems instead of my own. Does anyone know how to get rid of an annoying roommate? Unethical tips only. Not me, right? Yo, bro. LMFOAOO. Tyler, I know this is you. Talk to me for real instead of bitching on Sockham. What is that? Use your dishwasher as a laundry machine. What the hell is happening? Are we due for a snowstorm, heat wave, anything to cancel classes? I changed my username. Interested in culinary arts? When the cooking club today are meeting its during free period open call. Free poo? Free food? Free food. Nothing particularly catches my attention, and I read all the new posts before I even realize. Class hasn't gotten any more interesting. The more I focus, the more I try to focus, the more my mind ends up wandering to the stupid app on my phone. Stupid Anthony, and stupid Milo, and like you see how I said Anthony before Milo? Milo, bro, you just doing Milo wrong, bro. You're pissing me off, bro. My phone dings before I can. It's like you're asking to get killed. My phone dings before I can stew longer in my own self pity. This is right. Oh, hey Thew, join me up during our free period. We should get to know each other before we start working on the project. Stupid Riley. The text pulls me back to sanity. Am I just being irrational? If this is just some prank from a hacker that got into my phone, then I'll just end up ruining all my relationships for no reason. Exactly. Like, are you like, yeah, like, I mean, bro, even if it was true, why are you so crazy over it? Like, it says would kill. It doesn't say has killed. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't you want your childhood best friend, like one of the most closest and most important people in your life, to defend your life? Like, you don't even know the circumstances. You're just over here getting all. That's why I hate these games. They're so irrational and so stupid, bro. And like, I got the demon on my shoulder, and I got the angel. The angel's like trying to calm me down. It's just a game, bro. It's just a game. It's stupid on purpose, bro. They gotta make it like it's not realistic in the first place. You gotta calm down. And should at least try to keep in contact with them in case it does turn out to be fake. Why is bro? Oh, why is that you're not? Why is that you're not? Why I can't see. Why is that not your first instinct to believe it's fake, bro? You clicked on a random link and then download the app on your phone. That's like that basis of a virus. I turned to my anatomy professor, reminding of how Anthony offered to help me study. It's not like I'm learning anything sitting in class. My phone buzzes again. Another text from Riley. Spend time with Anthony, spend time with Riley. But no spend time with Milo. You see how Milo's just getting done so dirty, and Milo's gonna be the one to just, I can't take it anymore, bro. You're mine, and he's gonna kill somebody. Let's say if you peep back to the like the intro, maybe they're gonna fight. That would be awesome. Now that's something I haven't experienced yet in a game like this. Seeing two characters kill each other. Like, imagine that. Imagine like that would be so cool. Like, there's paths you go down, and they like fight, and one person dies, and that like locks you into a path. Like, that would be awesome. Like, that just cuts them off completely. That would be a cool way to do it. Spend time with Anthony, spend time with Riley. I don't know. I was liking Riley at first, but Anthony really is like winning me over with the food. I love food, bro. I don't know. I guess. Oh, whatever. Let's just go with Anthony. I really should at least try to learn what this class is about. Are we gonna go? No, I didn't mean. I just wanted to. I guess. Whatever. I guess that's kind of obvious. Hey, are you able to help me study later? He replies almost immediately. Green flag. Green flag. I'll wait for you at home. And you'll wait for me? Okay, Anthony. Being on my phone, thinking of what could possibly happen later makes me nauseous. Put my screen down and fail to focus on class. The professor's voice is an assault on my senses when coupled by my own attempt to ignore my thoughts. Need some chapstick, bro. I don't know where my chapstick went. Is this it or is this still empty? Nope, okay. The two clash together and create an overwhelming ringing in my head. Class ends, but I truly wish it didn't. Just like he said he'd be, Anthony's waiting in our apartment when I get back. He has 2 bowls of instant ramen in front of him, steaming hot. Hey, I made lunch. I swallow my nervousness and lead him into my room, getting out my textbooks and laying them on the bed. He sets our lunch down on the desk, taking one and sitting on my chair. Anthony picks up a book with an interested lift of his brows. Do you know a lot about this stuff? Sitting on my bed, I awkwardly shift as I look at him. You could say that. His straight-laced face and apathetic tone makes me wonder if studying was really a good idea, though I guess I've been questioning my decisions a lot lately. I take the other bowl of ramen, so I have at least something else to focus on. I really need to start understanding this stuff before we move on to the more complicated units, and before I'm completely lost in class. Anthony's already... Oh, you see how it kind of crept up on me? Maybe I am still a little sick. I don't know. I was congested. It's pretty cold in my room. Anthony's already reading my textbook, flipping through the pages quickly. So this is just Unit 1, right? The basic structural organization of the body? Yes. And you're having trouble with all of it? I know he doesn't mean any harm, but his question makes me feel stupid. Yes. I've never been good at all the sciencey stuff, so it's hard to understand. I'm an art major, for goodness sake. My roommate smiles a bit at my exclamation. This chapstick's trash. Need my other one, bro. You're studying art? Exactly. You're an art major. You should be... If you're an art major, like, okay, as an artist, you should know anatomy. That's literally like the most important building block. But as an art major, you should definitely have known anatomy already, bro. You should be good with anatomy. Like, you're in college studying art. Well, it depends. Yeah, I think they said they... No, that's what Riley said. Riley said he's more leaning on, like, sculpting. I'm assuming we're just an artist, like a traditional artist. So you should know your anatomy. Even if you don't draw humans that much, you should know your anatomy. Okay, this is literally what he was talking about. Do you draw people or environments more? What does this have to do with anatomy?
I like drawing. I like drawing people. Okay, I like drawing characters, like drawing people. I don't see the appeal in drawing environments. But I suck at it. Cause I just got too much on my plate. I gotta draw like once, maybe once or 2 times a year. And like I'm actually very good with the with a pencil. Like I can just like there's just people who are good at art and people who are bad at art.
We do not care.
I like drawing people. I've seen your stuff. Your proportions are drawn nicely. Thanks. Am I supposed to do something with this praise? Hell yeah, take it. What I mean is to say your understanding of anatomy is already pretty good. Anatomy is all about how the human body connects and moves. He shows me an image from my textbook. The outline of a human muscular system. See? If you hold somebody down and they try and struggle, their muscles move accordingly. Pretty violent example. Do you want my help or not? Right, continue. Anyways, you can't just focus on the way they swing or kick. Their inner anatomy influences how limbs look and stuff. There's finger points are different features on the human body. You probably already know these parts by the casual names like pecs, traps, and biceps. Oh, I never thought about it that way. It's easier to study things when they relate to something you already know. Thanks, Anthony. I think this unit will be easier to understand now. I should probably do this homework and before I forget about this revelation. His eyes soften from their tired expression. You're welcome, Thief. You want me to stay for a bit while you work on your assignment? And before I can reply, intending to ask him this day, he gets a notification on his phone. Ah, forgive me. Heading out? Scott called in for a shift at work. He stands up from my desk, grabbing our 2 empty ramen bowls. Thank you for your help. And for lunch. Anthony lets out a rare smile at my gratitude. Feel free to text me if you need any help. He leaves my room, knocking once in the doorway as a final goodbye. I hear him shuffle about the apartment for a few moments before the front door slams shut. The clicking of my keyboard replaces the anxiety in my head. I lose myself in the assignment, relieved at finally having something distract me. Once I finish, I check on my clock. Still hours until it's a reasonable time to go to bed. Truthfully, I thought that'd take longer. I should take a walk. If I stay home for the rest of the day, I'll overthink myself to death or something. On my walk home, I scroll through my phone. The various short-form videos, a notification catches my attention. A notification from Heart Echo. Anthony Hayes. Threat level reduced. Threat levels. Threat levels. Threat levels as in threatening to my well-being? So why would they want to kill me? Why would they want to kill me? Why would maybe Anthony just didn't like me. Riley, Milo increased. What? Surely this has to be a joke. As soon as I hang out with Anthony, once I finally start to feel better about this whole Heart Echo thing, it pops up to taunt me yet again. Milo's start level remains the highest. Although on the bright side, if there is one, the mystery person shows no sign of changing. I close Heart Echo, trying to shift my mind away from the app and tell myself it means nothing. That's just some virus that I have to deal with until, well, I can afford to get a new phone or something. In my search for a distraction, a new forum catches my eye. A new post from the Brutal Honesty account is at the top. Oh no, here we go again. Bird watching today. It's all pretty when flocking with the wrong kind. Might need to clip some wings soon. Hypothetically, of course. Reading it makes me feel uneasy. Thinking of what it could possibly mean makes me sick. After what feels like forever, I finally make it to my dorm. Anthony sits on our couch casually, legs folded as he reads a thick book. At the sound of my entrance, he looks up, eyebrows raising as a sign of acknowledgement. There's a still soaking splotch of something probably unmentionable on the cuff of his pants that I know is going to get stains in our carpet. You should change. Another raise of his brows. I point at the floor, and he finally notices the issue. You'll get stains in our carpet. I paid for that, you know. Let's have a small chuckle. Ignoring the fact that I didn't spend any money on decor, we'd be living in a concrete box. My annoyance at this point overcomes my worry of any hypothetical danger, caring more about a second-hand rug than a maniac who possibly kills people. Fine. I'll change. He gets up and leaves the room, setting his book out on the couch face down. I lean over to get a closer look at the cover. Why the hell is he reading an anatomy textbook? For pleasure? And it hits me. It's my anatomy textbook. He offered to help me study earlier. I didn't realize that wasn't a one-time offer. I also didn't realize my own exhaustion, until now that is. I met with a couch I've barely gotten to use since the start of the semester. I allow myself the privilege of sitting down. Anthony's re-entrance is so silent that I almost jump out of my skin. We don't talk, which is normal for us, but because of my newfound paranoia, it feels different. Even if it is true, he did say his threat level decreased. Does that mean he's okay? Or more like, he's the lesser of three evils? You're staring. Just tired. Long day, you know? Let's have a small hum in reply. My phone buzzes and I check it, only to see a text from Milo. Oh, okay, so Milo is the weirdo. Oh my god. I don't know. Look at that's. Hopefully he was just, having some manic episode and just didn't remember typing that, but saw you spending time with Anthony today. You guys seem close. Why don't we hang out tomorrow? It's been a while. Milo's casual, explicit invitation makes me shut off my phone immediately, knowing I just left him on red. Did you have a good day? I think he said it. Long day. Your textbook helps. Your textbook helps at least. Yeah. Light reading. Come here. Maybe you can learn something too. Anthony's unusual explicit invitation for company makes me hesitate. Just this morning I was worried he was capable of murder, but after that notification, I fear that I should be focusing my attention on. My trail of thought fears me, just as Milo does. It could have caused the levels to change. Either way, I can't help but worry about it. I push myself next to Anthony, thinking that, like... I'm seething with rage right now. Like, Anthony comes home with blood on him, and he has an odd fascination with anatomy. He comes home at weird hours of night, all like bloody clothes, and then he asks you to scoot closer to him, and you're alone in the room with him. You're like, yeah, let me scoot closer. But Milo, your childhood friend who's been there with you and pampering you and taking care of you and protecting you since the start, asks you to hang out with him, and you leave on red. Oh, Milo, kill me, bro. Milo, kill me, bro. Kill me, bro. I honestly, bro, I deserve it, bro. I wouldn't even get angry, bro. I don't know how you don't like this stuff. That shit pisses me off, bro. Between the diagrams, muscular systems, long bodies of text, and the soothing monotone comfort of Anthony's voice. It's not long before I'm drifting off. I don't even realize I'm resting my head on Anthony's shoulder. I picked Milo, bro. Get me away from this nigga, bro. Game's starting to piss me off. I don't have any dreams worth remembering, only vague feelings and flashes of memory. Flashes of being lifted up and carried throughout an unimaginable distance. Of the smell of gasoline and pollen. Of a pair of lips softly kissing my head. And sunlight that serves as my alarm. The beams aiming straight into my eyes. It's impossible to stay awake, and I realize that I'm in my bed. I don't remember falling asleep here. Last I remembered, I was on the couch and reading with. Fuck. I should not have sat that close to Anthony, let alone slept right next to the guy. My panic caused me to notice a note left on my desk, folded with the name on the front. You fell asleep on the couch. I moved you to your bed to probably brush your teeth. The note, a gesture too kind for somebody I consider a possible threat. I folded back and this nigga is chronically online, bro. You need to put that phone down. I placed it on my desk, unsure of what to make of it. My phone buzzes, but when I go to check it, I'm met with Milo's message from last night. A new one appears, sent a few hours after the previous one. Free save. Are you? Another notification appears, though not from Milo this time. Riley's contact calling my attention moves my focus. I hit accept before I can process anything else. This is a long demo, okay? You know, I thought it was gonna end after I clicked Milo, but we're going. Okay, we're going. I'm 40 minutes in. We're going. Riley's voice blares from my phone. Oh, Theo, I didn't think you'd answer. I think about how I'm just going through the motions. I didn't necessarily mean to take the call either, but it's too late now. Did you want to hang out today? I didn't catch you yesterday. Oh, there is again. That hesitation. The same hesitation that allowed me to relax around Anthony, but Ghost Milo. See, like, what's wrong with you, bro? Yo, I'm about to. This is like when you read, like, causes me to wonder what's real and what's a figment of my own anxious analyzing. Our classroom should be empty. Might as well start working on our project. The course loads are still light. He's right, but for some reason, I feel like there are ulterior motives to his kindness. Right. Go outside, bro. Go touch some grass. I'd like to get to know you more. I appreciate your company. Seem nice. I get the smile in his voice and I frown at his honesty. The heart he wears on his sleeve is startling in comparison to the layers I've started to notice a Milo smile. What layers? What layers, bro? You've noticed nothing, bro. You're just being paranoid, bro. I don't even get this mad over Overwatch, bro. Don't even get this mad over comp. Yeah, I'll meet you there. Great. And then you just... Actually, bro. Yo. I'm not even in the game, now I'm getting pissed off. He hangs up and I wonder why I even agreed to go. Do I like torturing myself? Or am I just looking for any distraction at this point? By the way, Milo's still left on red. In any case, I gather my things, preparing to leave. Brush my teeth, pray. We're a piece of shit, bro. We're a piece of shit. It's pissing me off, bro. It's pissing me off. Bro, imagine being this person. You're a piece of garbage, man. I want to punch my monitor, bro.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
Milo's offer to hang out lingers in the back of my mind the entire journey to campus. Disappointment all around. You truly hate to see it when you have such high expectations. I catch the sight of my partner in the back of our classroom. He's waving me down excitedly, patting the seat next to him with a smile. You ready? Are you ready? I'm too tired to fully immerse myself in the conversation. Truthfully, I came here just to get out of the house rather than actually desire to spend time with Riley. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, bro. Like, bro, I'll never do that. There I go again. Riley's not exactly my friend, but you're just wasting his time. Because what if Riley wants to hang out to work on a project? You're not in the mood to work. You're just wasting his fucking time, okay? Regardless, you're wasting his fucking time because you don't want to be out. So stay your ass inside, bro. It's I don't like socializing. Only answering his questions with one word. Oh, I'm pissing you off as well, bro. Too focused on trying to distract myself from my own thoughts. My phone buzzes with notifications. An unanswered in fear of it being heart echo. Or Milo asking, what's wrong? And why are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring him? Other students in their own conversations flicker in and out of my hearing. They feel a pair of eyes on me, though maybe that's part of my imagination too. Before I can ponder my surroundings anymore, Riley suddenly gets up. I completely forgot about my assignment for English. This growing frustration drags me from my musing. Is it late? It was due yesterday. I can't help but smile at Riley's behavior, finding it a brief relief from my inner monologue. Sorry to cut this short, Theo. I'll walk you out. Entering the hallway, I see a person approach that creates a pit in my stomach. Riley still strolls beside me, unaware of my inner conflict. Hey there. Oh, Milo Green. I'm in your... Yeah, sorry. I'm here to steal Theo from you. Why don't you go finish that assignment? Riley doesn't seem to notice the snarkiness in his quip. Instead, Riley only smiles, starstruck at being recognized. Wow, thanks. I'll see you both soon. I can't believe I'm actually upset at Riley leaving. Riley reaches for me, and I flinch. His grip catches my hand midway to Riley, who thankfully has already rushed off. Feels like forever since I've seen you, my dear. And it does, doesn't it? It's awkward as we begin walking. An unfamiliar silence settles between us, and I wonder why Milo isn't making conversation like he normally does. Because you're being a fucking weirdo, bro. I look up and I see his eyes wandering around. Detached from the world around him. He's normally so cheerful. It's unusual to see him this way. And even through all the... Look, I know... Look, I know they have to make it like this on purpose. To get the story to progress. Because if every MC had common sense, you know, half the stories wouldn't even exist. Just deep breath, bro. Deep breaths. And even through all the fear and silence, I can't help but worry. After all, it's Milo. I can trust him. I know anyone who's watching this is getting extremely annoyed. It's like when those YouTubers stop like a reaction video every 3 seconds. Are you okay? His eyes shine with a certain satisfaction to them, shifting to me with a smirk disguised as a casual grin. Knowing Milo as long as I have, I can tell the difference between his real smile and anything different. Excuse me. Of course. Why wouldn't I be? You're just different, I guess. But you're the one flaking on me these days. What? No, I haven't. I totally have. Art Echo aside, I've been so caught up with the stress of the semester starting to even think about anything other than studying. Part of me feels bad until I look at him once again. His stare is half-lit and cold. It breaks me out of my thoughts instantly. Milo? Yes, dear? He closes his eyes to smile, almost as if he's brushing away my surprise. Stop calling me that. It's totally cheesy. I try to play off my feelings with a lame joke, despite the fact we both know I was okay with the nickname before. Noted. Milo doesn't say anything after. For the rest of the walk back to my apartment, neither of us do. We end the night off with an uncomfortable silence, an unfamiliar distance, and an ever-growing doubt in the character of the Milo I thought I knew. You're crazy, bro. Your dream is filled with nonsensical images and sounds. Screaming man, flashing lights, metal clashing, and a static scream. I can't make out much, other than a conversation that feels both all too real and too absurd to have happened all at once. Hey, darling. You alright? They're so mean to me and it hurts. You don't need to worry about them anymore. I'll take care of it. Promise? Anything for you. Promise. The door slams shut. I shoot up, hearing the loud noise from my dream just outside my door. The sound of metal, slowly dragging across the floor outside, causes my heart to pound wildly. It takes all I had to try and keep my breath steady. What the fuck is happening? Am I being kidnapped? Does this have to do with Heart Echo? What the fuck is happening? Distant hums become louder and louder. Heavy footsteps grow nearer, humming that I know very, very well. Milo? My bedroom door slams open and I yelp. I make eye contact with my old friend. Old friend? Like, why are you saying it? Like, those familiar, comforting eyes are now twisted into something strange. They're empty, a dark abyss set to eat into the once bright blue I know before. And his smile, it's strained, forced into a mockery of his usual comforting grin. He's keeping himself together. Obviously, but from what? Oh, it can't be possibly be this stupid, bro. Can't. Rise and shine, my dear. He slams his head on my wall to empathize. You hear that? Emphasize his entrance. It makes the hair on my neck stand up, and I shiver as he walks ever closer. What's that metal dragging on the floor? Milo, what's going on? We're having a vacation. Just you and me. I think of Anthony because surely he wouldn't let something like this happen. He was always cautious about safety, about danger. Like, and you ask that in front of his face, like, is Anthony here? At the mention of the other man's name, Milo flinches. Yeah, Milo, good job. Anthony has been relocated permanently. What? Relocated? You know that mysterious job he's always yapping about? Let's get ready for the day, shall we? How does Milo know Anthony, let alone about his peculiar activities? I reach for my phone, almost instinctively wanting to check Heart Echo. However, it's gone. I always charge it on my desk before bed, yet it's gone. Huh. Looking for your phone? Yeah. Figured. He walks away to the kitchen without a glance behind me. Better get ready. I have a whole day planned for us. What the hell is going on? Yo, why are there chains on the wall? You like do you lock us in? Cautiously, I make my way to the bathroom. It's dark as I walk through the common room. All the curtains shut tight. It gets worse when I chance to look at the front door. Frost and the ominous X are heavy chains barring anyone from getting in, or more likely to keep me in. He's too basic for me. My hands are shaking enough that it takes a couple of tries for my finger to properly tap the button on the screen. Anthony. I chose Anthony. Our echo mentioned he was relatively sane and the least likely to murder in my name. I don't know him super well yet, but he's been the perfect roommate so far. Respectful, dependable, and willing to meet me halfway with all the chores around the place. If you ignore how often he hogs the washing machine. He's kind of intimidating though, so sometimes I'm not sure what to say to him, or even if he wants to talk at all. Oops. Or maybe the scales are so skewed that even having the lowest threat level still means he's just that, a threat. Well, I think last night just took the top spot on my worst sleeps ever leaderboard. Somehow I managed to cobble a few hours of sleep together, but as I sit up and stretch, I feel like my body forgot to do any real resting. Thoughts about Heart Echo, the deranged things I read on it, kept bouncing around in the corners of my mind like those retro DVD screensavers. All the frantic pacing around my room must tucker me out because my body hits the bed before I can even process what's happening. Two firm knocks rap against my door. I jolt into the air, muscles seizing. I barely manage to hold in an undignified yelp. You aren't gonna snooze that alarm for a fifth time, are you? Anthony. What? They better make an ending where we could choose all of them. That'd be awesome. At the sound of his voice, the cavalcade. That's a weird ass word. Don't know that word. Of emotions I felt last night fled back into me. Let's learn that word. They're like a avalanche, like a bunch, like a mess. A train of people trying to get us like us, like a mess. Cavalcade. So just like a train of emotions, basically. I felt last night fled back into me. Is he dangerous? Perhaps said so. Am I even safe in my own dorm anymore? Like, wow, bro. Dreamland's closed for the day. Come on, got something for you out there. He sounds just like he always does. I shake my head, hoping it will clear my thoughts. I might be putting too much stock into the random malware that installed itself onto my phone. And so this is what you come up with. This is the This is this is what you can conceive for Anthony, but not for Milo. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the first ever visual novel I've played where I want one of the love interests to kill the character, like, brutally. Is that crazy to say? I don't really think that's crazy to say. It's curiosity that grants me the strength to emerge from my blanket cocoon. Outside, I spot Anthony lounging on the couch, nursing a drink. Something hot, judging by the little tendrils of steam wafting up from the top of the mug. There you are. Here. Sit. Drink. I pad my way over to the couch, lips muffled by fuzzy socks, and take a seat next to my roommate. It's hot. Here. I'll hold the front. You can grab the handle. Anthony gingerly hands me a hot mug of coffee. The mug is small. The fact I register as my hand brushes against Anthony's to secure it. I almost dropped a tiny thing and I feel how hot his fingertips are, near scalding as he holds the mug steady for me. Oh. When Anthony touches you, nothing happens, but when Milo touches you, you flinch. Okay. We're just gonna keep piling up. Let's keep piling up the reasons for Milo to Kill us. Well-deserved death. I'm gonna need this if I aspire to be anything more than a zombie shambling around campus today. Anthony lets out an affirmative grunt as I bring the caffeinated goodness to my lips. I make a positive noise of my own. This is a pretty good cup of coffee. Like it? It's perfect. How'd you guess the right amount of milk and sugar to add? Anthony shifts on the couch. You mentioned your coffee order during one of your post-class rambles. I improvised with that in mind. Yeah, okay. Huh. I didn't think Anthony really paid much attention. I went on about my day. I don't even remember when I told him that little tidbit. Mission accomplished then. This is delicious. Maybe I can save a few dollars and skip the cafe not every now and then since I have a barista living in my dorm. I can grab some nicer ingredients if you want. Flavored syrups, better grounds, that sort of thing. I think I'd like that. And you might too. I mean, black coffee. A little sweetness won't kill you, you know? Say sorry. It works. Never need to try anything else. I make a face. I didn't like it at first either. Too bitter. But I kept trying. Everyone goes crazy for the stuff. I wanted to know why. I found out eventually, once you overcome the bitterness, there's all kinds of notes. Nuts, chocolate, spice. They're faint, but there. Coffee's complex. Instead of appreciating it, people dilute those flavors. They brute force the bitterness away with sweetness. I think this is the most Anthony has ever said to me. I want to keep the moment going, but a horrible realization hits me. The fact that you got all this from instant coffee is seriously impressive. I still think it's worth introducing you to all the delicious flavors in the chocolate factory, Charlie, but maybe later. Looking at my phone reminds me of how close I'm cutting it before my next class. You might have been right about all that snoozing. I'm gonna have to book it to make it to class on time. It pains me, but I get up from the couch scanning for my book bag. Wait, you didn't eat any. No time. The coffee will sustain me. Trust. I can almost hear Anthony's eye roll as I race to grab my bag and rush out the door. There's no need to rush, bro. By the skin of my teeth, I make it to my art history lecture on time. If I didn't have caffeine pumping through my system, I probably would have passed out from exhaustion with how fast I sprinted onto campus. Professor Lane lets out an exasperated sigh as I enter the lecture hall. I do my best not to make direct eye contact with anyone as I shimmy toward the only empty seat in the lecture hall. As I settle in, I hear a familiar laugh. There's my boy. Someone's a little sorry to the party. Missed your alarm? Or is your favorite brooding Doberman reveal himself to actually be a yappy little chihuahua? I can't imagine Anthony as a chihuahua. No, but we did sit and enjoy some instant coffee together for a bit after I snoozed my alarm one too many times. Milo raises an eyebrow, a dumbfounded expression forming on his face. He gave you some of that bitter burnt sludge, and you drank it willingly? Like, no, like, Milo, bro, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Like, our character just admitted to Milo's face, a barista, our regular barista, who gives us free drinks and knows how to make our coffee and does it for us every morning. I just admitted to his face that I enjoy a cup of coffee and chatted with him and came late to see Milo. Like, Milo, bro, I feel you, bro. Like, I wouldn't even judge you, bro. You drank it willingly? Is everything alright in that dorm? Should I alert the authorities or something? I should have guessed that homebrew coffee wouldn't be Milo's cup of tea. I stifle a laugh at the thought. It's such a coffee snob. Not all of us have round-the-clock access to a $10,000 miracle machine, Milo. Besides, I certainly couldn't taste any such beneath the cream and sugar Anthony added. It wasn't a cafe-quality latte, true, but he made the most out of what we had lying around the dorm. The gesture was sweet enough. Milo doesn't look convinced, but he drops the subject in favor of Professor Lane's lecture. I follow suit, jotting down notes on a fresh page of my loose leaf. The use of shadow or negative space can amplify the intensity of light in a painting's composition. This technique is called chiaroscuro. 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 That's a crazy word. After I finished my class for the day, I headed over to the park near the edge of campus. Most people prefer to study at the cafe or the library. I'm a fan of those spots too, but sometimes they feel a little claustrophobic. The frenetic energy oozing from everyone can be overwhelming. It's a chill in the air today, which means that the park will mostly be empty. On days like this, I can imagine the park as a secret oasis only a handful of students know the way to. I pull out my sketchbook, eager to try out some chiaroscuro style shading myself. A quick scan of the area reveals my subject for the day. A majestically melancholic willow tree. This tea is not helping like my cotton mouth at all. As I make the pencil to paper, I feel something brush against my leg. Ah. I jump for the bench. My sketchpad flies from my hands and dumps onto the grass. Sound triggers another. Some leaves rustling under the bench. A pigeon maybe, or a rabbit. I lean down to investigate and find Riley. What the hell are you doing here, bro? Milo is so clearly a wolf boy. Riley is either bunny boy or like a deer boy. I think that's pretty solid. Riley's like a deer boy, wolf boy. But I feel like it just wouldn't be like a cat boy. Like it would be like I'm thinking about like those black pumas. Like is that those exist, right? Look for collar, examine the cat's posture. Let's just see what let's just. Cat's back is arched, tail low and swishing from side to side. The hairs on its back are raised, like it's been electrified. It reminds me of a porcupine. That probably means I should approach with caution, if at all. So now let's palm it. Just gave the cat a palm. I think that's always the best way, just to get something or find something. What are you gonna find? As I extend my palm toward the cat, it bristles. I wait a spell before trying again. It looks less alarmed this time around, but makes no move to inspect my hand. Okay, maybe we can share the bench then. Me up top and you under there? Does that work for you, little guy? The cat responds with the same steady gaze it's given me the entire time. Doesn't seem keen to move from its leaf bed. You're gonna show us the cat? I want to see the pretty cute little cat. Please show me the cat. I want to see. I grab my sketchbook off the ground and sit back down, giving the cat as much space as I can. Back to the more important business. Drawing a moody willow tree and with some baroque flair. It takes a minute to get into the zone, but before I know it, my pencil begins gliding along the surface of my sketchbook, like the breeze against the willow leaves. At some point, the cat joins me on the bench. I welcome the company. I stay in that creative flow for who knows how long until the breeze turns a little less gentle. The paper in my sketchbook whips erratically as the wind buffets the tree. As if a curtain is being drawn, the willow's leaves part to reveal a figure lounging on a hefty branch through the tree's hunk. Is that Anthony? I hold my breath, willing the wind to pick up again. Sure enough, it's him. He's lying on the branch. Oh, brother, this nigga. One arm folded above his head, and the other clutching something to his chest. I see gangly wires belonging to a pair of earbuds and a sports ball resting at the foot of the tree. Must be listening to some music on his phone. I can't help but wonder what genres he likes. Two Haas. Two Haas, yep. Everyone loves Two Haas. Maybe something grungy. Rock, metal, alternative. Or perhaps he's the type to listen to some stuff no one would expect, like bubblegum pop. I've started off my reverie, when a soft voice breaks through the windsong. Yeah, of course, this dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I figured you heard me coming with all the leaves I crunched to get on the bench. Mind if I sit? Sure. It's as much your property as mine, and there's plenty of room for two. I scoot over a touch and move my backpack to the ground and give Bradley some space. The cat, a she I discovered, repositions herself onto my lap. Riley smiles graciously before joining me on the bench. It's funny sometimes. I see you out here as I walk to class. I'm happy to have finally caught you when we're both free. I don't know Riley well yet, but something about the way he tilts his head toward me and how he fiddles with his fingers creates an odd sense of calm within me. Did I not say it? Did I not say it? Dear boy. Dear boy. So perfect. Weird, because Riley looks almost ready to bolt away. Like, bro, I deserve a standing ovation, bro. I deserve a standing ovation. Like, can it get any more, like, perfect than that? Riley looks almost ready to bolt away like a spooked gazelle. It's nice is all. I like to come out here for inspiration as well. The park is different every time you visit. The subtle yet energetic ebb and flow of nature. A whole society constantly shifting all around us. Almost maddening how nothing here is ever completely how you last left it. We are all in never-ending fluctuation. As artists, our job is to put the pin in the butterfly, to stop time, to halt change, to capture. Riley suddenly stops talking, a realization dawning on him. He hides his face in his hands. Oh gosh, I'm sorry that pretentious artist rambling thing again. I really have to rein it in, sorry. I don't mind. I never gave much thought as to why I'm always drawn here, but your take on it makes a lot of sense. Thank you for being kind about it. It's still a jarring thing to do unsolicited. I'll work on it for next time. We sit in comfortable silence for a few moments, enjoying nature's never-ending fluctuations. Riley glances over at my notebook. Figure study, I take it? Might be a stretch, calling a tree a figure. No, silly. I'm talking about the human person you drew, not the tree they're sitting on. Oh, would you look at that? I did draw someone in the tree. Have you ever zoned out so hard you drew something and didn't realize it? Happens to me all the time. Part of the fun of looking back through my drawings and discovering pieces I don't remember working on. We share an understanding giggle at that. Riley opens his mouth to say something else, and a high-velocity object hits him square in the jaw.
I'm trying to see if she got 10 toes. Tell her run that bag like a Flintstone. This trouble make 'em dance, nigga.
Good job, Anthony. Ouch. Riley, are you okay? Where'd that soccer ball come from? My attention is equally split between trying to help Riley pull himself back together and checking to see if any more flying balls are headed our way. Should we get you to a nurse? Your face is pretty red. Riley is interrupted a second time. Good job, Anthony. Sorry, you. Riley. Right, my bad. Got a bad angle on the ball. Swerved somewhere. Anthony glances at Riley's rapidly swelling face. Somewhere it wasn't supposed to go. We need to get some ice on you. Like now, before your face rolls up. Yeah, I think you might be right. Mind leading the way, I think I'm starting to lose vision in my one eye. You'll be fine. Swelling should go down a day or two, if you're consistent with the ice. Let up though, and it might come back to bite you. Are you secretly majoring in medicine, Anthony? Nah, just get hit in the face more than most. Riley's mouth starts working like he's got a retort ready. You should... Hey, make a new friend. Oh. You guys feel the animosity? Anthony gestures toward my feline companion. I think we've built a nice rapport. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Cats are cool. Still, mellow fellows.
Pow.
Oh my goodness. I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2, bro. I'm 2 for 2, bro. I'm 2 for 2. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I'm 2 for 2 on the predictions, bro. Stinging. Why won't it stop stinging? I mentally facepalm. Riley needs help. Wow, you guys know what time it is? Infirmary time. Bye, Anthony. Maybe put the ball away for today. I give the cat a few last scratches before helping Riley to the infirmary. After getting Riley some medical attention and suffering through my evening class, I finally arrived back at my house, home base for the semester. As I open the door, I'm greeted by the familiar musk of greasy food and the droning static of a talking head coming from the TV. Oh, hey, welcome back. There's some takeout in the fridge. I didn't finish if you're hungry. Anthony calls out from the kitchen. Oh, my fridge, yeah. There you go. He's hunched over the table. Give me a sec. Back facing me, fiddling with something. Ordinarily, I'd say your leftovers are your problem, but I'm still a little hungry, even after nabbing some food on campus. I make my way over to the kitchen, fetching the to-go box from the fridge and popping it into the microwave. 1 minute and 30 seconds should do the trick. As the machine's warm light turns on and starts humming, I turn to face Anthony. Uh-oh, here we go with the fireworks. Who has relocated to the living room, back once again turned to me. Did someone accidentally hit you in the face with a soccer ball too? As if. I never let myself get so engrossed in conversation that engrossed, whatever. I completely miss a projectile flying right at me. A light bulb hums to life in my mind. I grab one of the takeout menus off the fridge and fashion it into a crude paper airplane. The silent grace of Miss Aston, I launched my weapon at Anthony. It's a direct hit, right in the jugular. Anthony winces as his head shoots up to cover his neck and cranes his head to glance at me. A nice shot, sharpshooter. Didn't think you had it in you, and point taken. In this position, I can see that he's got a dirty cloth in his hands. There's a shape of something underneath it. And the sheriff's got you so focused over there. I wasn't planning on it. No. The microwave beeps loudly. It's a knife, brother. You're playing with fire. There you go. There's another one. I sighed to myself, spinning around to grab the remnants of Anthony's dinner and join him on the sofa. He shuffles, eyes starting in the direction of his room before landing back on me. Might have been smarter to have done this in my room. Try not to freak you out. Don't freak out, okay? Just a prop. That's totally for sure not an ominous thing to say, but I'll do my best.
No, baby.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, bro. I do not like guns, bro. Get me up out of there. You're insane. Watch. Okay, watch. So, Anthony, a quiet dude who's obsessed with anatomy and human function and body parts, and works as a butcher, comes home at peculiar times at night with blood-stained clothes, and now he's casually cleaning a gun. He's in college, by the way. We're in college. He's in a dorm room and he has a gun, by the way. He's casually cleaning a gun on a couch. And watch the MC not freak out nearly as much as they did for Milo. That's a gun. Yep. Like I said, it's not real or anything. Replicas sometimes look realer than the real things nowadays. I got it from the film department for a project. Personal thing. Directed study. Professor Eleanor is helping me out. perfectly harmless to you. I can make sure you don't see it again, though. Fake or not, I know this kind of stuff can make people not feel safe. You are safe here, for the record. It's not something you should worry about. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I don't have any reasons to think otherwise, but thanks. So you borrowed a prop gun. I'm curious. Why do you have it here? Thought it'd be rude to return it dirty. See? He holds up the piece of cloth. Black stains discolor the otherwise white sheet. Soot collects inside. Can damage the gun if you bet it's a prop, bro. If you leave it in there to sit too long. That thing actually suits. Enough to look realistic. I'm no gun expert, but so I take Anthony at his word. Honestly, the gun is making me a bit nervous. I rack my brain for a topic change. Anthony covers the gun with his cloth again and wordlessly heads to his room. I relax into the couch. TV broadcast. 182nd Street. The victim who has yet to be identified. Okay. Anthony re-enters our common space. Can't eat? Rambling. The leftovers. I should eat some. Hopefully it hasn't gone cold. I think as I bring a forkful to my mouth. TV broadcast. 3 wounds in the chest. Area police believe came from gunfire. The investigation remains ongoing. The food was ice on my tongue. I barely managed to resist the urge to spit out the cold cardboard rice in my mouth. Want me to heat that back up? Oh, sure. Probably should have left it in there longer to start with if it got cold that quick. Anthony drops off the reheated leftovers and leaves me alone with the TV. A game shows lights up on the screen. Anthony must have changed the channel. That was kind of him. Hearing about all that misfortune I was lucky to avoid on any given day makes me go nutty after a while. I try my best to focus on the charismatic show host, anything to take my mind off guns and murder. Eventually I crawl into bed, but once again sleep rests just out of my grasp. Anthony's fake gun, news broadcast, even Riley coming over to join me in the park. I can't stop feeling the sensation of danger lurking around every corner. My nerves are wound up so tight I might just explode. I start to feel lightheaded, and my room seems especially cramped all of a sudden. I head to the kitchen to grab some water. It's dark as I make my way through the hall. Before I reach the kitchen, I notice something odd. Why do I hear metal clinking against metal? Almost like someone is trying to break the lock in the front door. I carefully tread toward the noise. My hand fumbles against the wall for a common room light. Got it. In an instant, the room is illuminated, and the sight that greets me is the last thing I expected to see. Anthony sits in a chair in the middle of the space, hands handcuffed behind him. Wait, that can't be right. You're kind of sneaky when you want to be. Not that I didn't hear you coming. Your footsteps are light and a little hesitant, like you almost want to double check each step you take. I don't think I know how to respond to anything happening right now. Anthony cracks a smile at that. Handcuffed in the chair. Sorry, I want to say something, but I can't figure out what. Or if I should say something at all. Thoughts speaking up in the dark might make things worse. I think you're onto something there. I probably would have screamed so loud one of our neighbors would feel compelled to call the police. To help me or to just file a notice complaint. I can't say. The girl in 212B terrifies me. Though I gotta admit, what exactly is going on here? Handcuffing yourself in the dark is a little odd, you have to admit. No argument here. Sleep. Insomnia. I had a lot in my mind tonight. This dude is so weird. Like, we're not thrown off by this at all. Like, he's just sitting in the dark. And he's just handcuffing himself. Like, what is he on, bro? The handcuffs help me think. The lock-picking part specifically. The cuffs force me to confront the issue, work out a solution. It's sort of meditative. Anthony pauses for a beat. So you see this, and you decide that Anthony is a little strange. But when Milo smiles at you weird, you go on a whole damn crazy rampage and start acting all weird towards him. Okay, alright. Go on, Milo. I'm waiting for it. I want to give it a try. Hey, you want to come over here and you want to come over here and unlock my handcuffs in the dark? Just you and me. Go ahead, about it. Want to give it a try?
No. Wait.
You know what? Why not? I'm a little delirious and willing to try anything at this point. But wait, you're still trapped in here. Not for long. I solved both issues. Anthony is true to his words. Within seconds, he frees himself from the cuffs. He gets up from the chair and gestures towards it. So now I'm willingly allowing Anthony to lock me in a chair. By the way, Anthony is supposedly a threat, okay? The dude who plays with knives and plays with guns is supposedly a threat. Also, in this route, Anthony's threat level hasn't decreased. So he's still at the original threat level, which is at the bottom, but still, he's still a threat. And you're letting him cuff you to a chair. Alright. Okay. Your turn. As Anthony fastens the handcuffs to my wrist, the gravity of what I just agreed to hits me like a semi-truck. A wave of unadulterated panic washes over me. So what you want to do? So what's the first thing I'm going to want to do is not panic. Going all bug eye on me. I'm trying to do that. I'm feeling lightheaded again. Actually, Anthony, I think I'm going to head back to bed and try listening to those 10-hour thunderstorm videos. Don't be a baby. You'll be fine. Use your lockpick. Is this a paperclip? You're a real genius, to you. You'll break out in no time. He pulls up the other chair in the dorm and sits down right behind me. Feel for an opening on the top of the cuff. Stick the pick in there and shimmy it around. But that's it? You're not gonna walk me through this? I could explain the mechanics to you, but it wouldn't help. Trust your instincts. All you gotta do is listen to the lock mechanism response to what you're doing. Take what the lock gives you and adjust your technique accordingly. I can feel the chill of goosebumps behind my neck. Every lock is slightly different, so there isn't one catch-all solution. I can tell you, it's different every time. You have to learn to solve the puzzle by feeling it out. I've got no choice but to do as Anthony says. The task proves more difficult than it needs to be because my hands won't stop shaking. Anthony places his hands on top of mine. This is disgusting. Breathe. Try to relax. You're not in a rush. Rush. You've got the lockpick ready. Now try different angles until you feel a shift in the lock. For a short while, the two of us sit in silence as I fiddle with the lock. What are you thinking about? You're working through whatever's keeping you up, right? Kind of. It's hard to take my attention off the lock. It makes sense. You're a beginner. Tell me about while you work. I can't bring myself to bring the truth up, but if the man wants to rant, a rant he shall receive. Well, there's this guy in my evening class. We're grouped up together for a lab, and he just won't do any work. It's super frustrating because he knows that I care about my grade. I cover for him so that he doesn't drag me down with him. Guy's a leech. And all his name brand clothes he likes to show off are dupes. Something metal drops to the floor. Well, you did it. Congratulations to you. You picked your first lock. Holy, I picked the lock. I picked the lock of a pair of handcuffs with a paperclip. I can't contain my enthusiasm. I spring off the floor in excitement. Anthony's grin is as big as I've ever seen it. Jamie can solve your leech issue. Who cares about him? I don't want to spend any more time thinking about it. I do want to think about how cool that just was. Anthony lays more praise on me, and eventually we both retire to our rooms. For a while, I'm too weird to even think about sleep wired, but once the winter's high wears off, I finally drift off. It's amazing what a good night's of sleep can do for a person. I definitely needed that after everything that's happened the past few days. I also need the mug of coffee Anthony left me on the kitchen counter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm an hour 30 in, bro. This game has a lot of dialogue. I'm running out of my drink. I have like nothing in here. The eggs and bacon are a nice touch too. Additionally, The fact that the two sunny side up eggs and pieces of bacon formed a dopey smile face seal this morning is one of the greats. My roommate also left me a little note reminding me that skipping breakfast is bad. I tossed that little tidbit into the trash bin before heading out to class. The day's slate of classes were nothing to write home about. Not too boring, but nothing spectacular either. With classes out of the way, I began making my way across the quad to retreat to my green oasis in the park. En route, I spot the guy I dubbed the leech last night. We make eye contact, and my stomach sinks as he bounds over to me. Yo, Art Sharp, we gotta talk. Okay, I'm a little rusty because it's been a minute. It's been a couple of days since I played. Who's the leech? There are a million things I'd rather be doing. This is what I want to say. What actually comes out is, shoot, I guess. Leech's eyes rapidly scan our surroundings. If I didn't know him, I think he was nervous. Wait a second. Oh no, there's no way. He's not gonna. I'll split the lab assignments with you. Okay. Oh, that's the leech. That's the partner who isn't doing any work. I'm guessing Anthony went and put him in his place. So I'm guessing. I think my lucky star is that the worst case scenario didn't just play out. But wait, what did he just say? You, what? You deaf now? I said I'd help out and stuff. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, message received. Good. Now go tell your little motorcycle boyfriend to lay off me. Got it? Motorcycle boyfriend? Leech rolls his eyes and smacks his tongue against the roof of his mouth. I freaking did what he told me to do. Don't gotta deal with your brain damage. I'll see you in class. Get a truce there now. I can only watch as the leech stomps away. Why is everyone being weird around me? Apparently, I said that last part out loud as I get a response. Okay, so look, like the last record. So Milo looks at us, like he looks at us and he smiles, but his smile is
Comes home. Okay, I'm gonna keep piling it on. I'm gonna keep piling on to make y'all understand how absurd this treatment is. Okay, okay. And then we wake up in the middle of the night. Dude is handcuffed. He's handcuffing himself in a chair, and just undoing it and doing it over again. And then we let him handcuff us. We let him handcuff us. Okay, and then we're sitting at the park. Okay, we're sitting at the park. We see him just sitting in a tree, and then Anthony comes over and he's acting like a prick too towards him. You know, he's acting like a prick to him too. And Anthony does that, and then heads off, ignores Riley, cuts him off, or cuts Riley off, and of course, I don't say anything about it. I don't think of it. I don't catch it, okay? Anthony is going out of his way to threaten random people. Like, how is that? Bro, okay, listen. No, it doesn't sound that bad in the grand scheme of things. Okay, oh, it's good. But, you know, the whole basis of this app, okay, is who would be the most likely to kill for you, okay? Now, if you compare that to Anthony going out of his way to threaten somebody to protect us, that is 1-in-1 correlation, bro. Like, that's a stepping stone into the next, okay? Milo has done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Milo has done nothing wrong. Okay, Milo is our childhood best friend. Bro, you don't feel uncomfortable around him? You start acting, you're such a bitch, bro. You're a piece of shit, and I hope you die, bro. I hope when the full game comes out, I hope when we're locked up in that apartment, he just fucking kills you, bro. Just fucking rips your throat out, okay? That's how
a meow from the cat I befriended yesterday. I give him a few good pets before setting down my backpack to fetch something special for the sweet girl. I made sure to prep a little bag of dried fruit last night, just in case I ever ran into my park buddy again. She gobbles up the fruit, stuffing the last few pieces into her mouth before scampering off. As I finish up a homework assignment in the park, my phone buzzes. A text from Anthony. He's asking me to meet him in the quad. Easy enough. The park isn't too far from the quad anyway. A few minutes later, there I am, waiting on the curb of the road leading into campus. I hear it before I see it. An almost painfully loud rumbling gets closer and closer as the owner of the sound finally comes into view. A motorcycle pulls up next to me, midnight black and twinkling. The rider, face obscured by a helmet, opens a compartment on the bike and offers me a near identical helmet. I motion to the rider to take off his helmet. This is definitely Anthony. I don't know anyone else who dresses like the man in front of me, but we need to have a chat first. The rider does as asked, gingerly removing the helmet obscuring his face. I don't even want to take a screenshot of this dude, bro. Actually, I actually hate this dude. I hate MCs who are just so indifferent like that. Why, actually, bro? So fucking, so two-faced. Like, you're such a piece of shit. Hey, showed up for a little ride around town. Nice bike, and maybe I am. The first things I bought and paid for on my own dime. A real mechanical masterwork. And, maybe isn't a yes. My voice is cooked. Okay, I know I said I was getting better. But I've been, like, permanently, like, suggested, like, I don't know. Why, what's wrong with me? But, you know, it's whatever. Correct. So I take it you're the one Leash called my motorcycle boyfriend. Anthony's brows shoot straight up as his eyes widen. It takes him a beat to utter the word he's clearly confused by. Boyfriend? That's what he said. That one's got a colorful vocabulary, that's for sure. So you talked to him? Got him to magically change his mind about being, well, a leech? Yeah, pretty much. I ran into him, got mad, said my piece, and he understood me perfectly. Right. You know it. I won't ask. Thanks for having my back. Whatever you said to him really worked. Like, you're such a piece of shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. The walking red flag. He's throwing the most red flags out there, and he's on the bottom of the danger list, okay? Nigga, walking red flag, okay?
Why are you fucking ignoring him? Over and out, bro. Like, I can't get over this. This is the dumbest fucking ride ever, bro. I hate it. I hate it, bro. I hate it, bro. I can't, bro.
I'm not gonna cry, but it really fucking annoys me, and I hate it so much. I hate it.
He pauses, looking over his shoulder in what I want to say is bashfulness, but it's hard to tell with Anthony. Great. Sappy time over. Now can you grab onto my back and throw his helmet on? Two of us race around town on Anthony's motorcycle. Holding his waist tightly, I crane my head to the side to watch the buildings pass by in a blur. We seem to be gaining elevation. Anthony's pressure on the gas pedal steadily increases, forcing me to hold on tighter. Anthony's solid. I can feel the way his core muscles flex to hold him steady on the bike. It's a little dizzying, but I'm saved as the motorcycle finally comes to a halt. I hop off the bike, eager to put a bit of distance between us for a second. We've arrived at a cliff edge overlooking the college town below. You can see our campus clearly from here too. Anthony sat down in some grass, leaning back against the bike. His feet dangle over the overlook. I join him, sitting cross-legged so I don't accidentally take a tumble down the large hill. See that building? Next to the old admin office. There's a window. 2 of them. Really. 3 floors up. 5 away from the leftmost one. He pauses. The light's on. She's home. My sister Eleanor, she worries about me. I don't know how to reassure her. I try to give her space, let her do her job, but I worry too. She tells me not to, but I can't help it. I come here to worry. We eat dinner together sometimes. I stay with her when she cries in her room. Sometimes I wait for her to turn the lights off and tuck in for the night. Out here, I can be a sentry. Make sure she's safe. He shakes his head, trying to slough off his reverie. Sorry, I brought you here so you can enjoy the view. It's fine, Anthony. You're fine. I can keep you company while you worry. We sit like that until the sun finally retreats from the horizon. I don't know what to make of the evening, but I feel closer to Anthony, and I think he feels more comfortable with me too. We get back to our dorm late, each of us heading to our own dens of respite. I flop out my bed, pop in my headphones, and play some music. My jam sesh is interrupted by the sound of the front door clicking open. I jump out of bed. Anthony's mentioned doing a grocery run soon. There's some stuff I want to add to our list. I almost trip over myself trying to hustle to the door to catch my roommate in time. Anthony, where are you headed? Grocery run? It's late. Grocery store's closed. I've got a meeting with the study group. Don't wait up or anything. You know how these sessions can drag on. Yeah, okay. I'll try to be more quiet when I come back. Yeah, sure, have fun. I hope your brain doesn't explode. A faint smile. Just the smallest turn of his lips. Thanks. At that, Anthony leaves the dorm. I decided to chill in the living room when I realized I forgot to pick up a package in the mailroom on the first floor. I throw up some sweats for the journey, but there's one small issue. The door is stuck. It won't open. The locks aren't on yet. It feels like there's a lock holding the door shut. And this is crazy. Am I stuck here? Is Anthony gonna be able to get in or get me out? After pacing around the common area, I decided to kill time by watching some mindless late night TV. Anthony's gotta be coming soon. Back soon, right? Bro, oh yeah, bro, I got so many choices, bro. I didn't spend time with Riley. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. You know, I'm a good thing I caught this. I'm gonna do this because I totally forgot this was an option. I need to be at the very least friendly with Riley if I want to get a good grade in the class. Yeah, meet up. I'll be in the park by the art building. We can meet in the park. Parco. He replies almost immediately. Okay, bro. Riley's messages and subsequent emojis are too cheery for me to respond in kind. Being on my phone, thinking of what could possibly happen later makes me nauseous. Put my screen down and fail to focus on class. Is it the same thing, but we just start off with him and then he gets hit? Or I say it would be the weather is nice. A cool breeze in the air eases the heat of the sun. I find myself appreciating the beauty of nature. Hey, Theo. I jump at the loud voice, only to see Riley running after me. Oh, hi. He grabs my hand in a handshake, too rough to match pace. How are you? Sorry for asking me on such short notice. I was on campus today and thought of you. Oh. My body stiffens automatically. Excuse me. His energy is just too much for me to adjust to after the exhausting week I had. Thankfully, Riley must have caught on to my awkwardness and tones down his energy. Sorry. I meant as in, I thought of our assignment. We'll be working on a drawing with each other, and I thought it'd be important for us to get to know each other. My nervousness is obvious, but I forced myself to cool down. Regardless of what the app/virus says, Riley is an important part of my grade this semester. Yeah, I'm sorry, but my voice is good. I don't really know much about you other than you have sprinkles in your hair. I know, where are those? Riley laughs at my observation. They're just hair accessories. Come on. I have my supplies set up on the bench over here. He leads me towards his setup. 2 plain sketch papers on clipboards and a variety of different pencils and pastels. I figured we could sketch together. How else are we supposed to grow close? Riley's words are intense to say at the least. No, I'm reading too much to it. You know, we never talked to him or mentioned why he had drawings of us in his sketchbook. Because no, they're still in our dorm room, by the way. Well, what were you thinking of sketching? Don't say each other. How about you? I thought he was like, okay, like putting it as a suggestion. Good. You know, I say I mainly draw people, so I like drawing people the most. Despite my nervousness, talking about my art makes me calm. It's fascinating capturing somebody in a still image. You can't get the same feeling by looking at a picture. I glance up from my rambling only to see Riley staring at me with fascination and a smile. Though I thought it'd be impossible for him to do so, I flinched in preparation for an insult. That's so cool. But really? I don't think it's that interesting. No, now I have to see your process. He looks around the park with wonder, like he's scanning for something to draw. But 15 minutes, then we'll show each other. Deal? Deal? Oh, that's so funny, bro. Dorian, bro. His energy is overbearing, but I nod in reply. Riley dives into his sketchbook. I do the same. So I pause for a brief moment, wondering what to draw. I could probably go grab that. You know, pencil case? That's terrible. I decided to draw a man I see walking with his girlfriend. Before I know it, 15 minutes passes like the eye. Oh, sorry. That's just freaking attack me. Like it's nothing. Ready to see? Yeah. He turns his clipboard around, showing me a simple drawing of a tree. He's colored it using soft pastels. giving a sort of ethereal look to the picture. Wow, this is nice. I admire the softness of its pencil lines, shy yet bold at the same time. Let me see yours now. I hesitate for a second to show my drawing, turning my paper around. Huh? Oh, look at that face. Oh, that's a bad thing. Who's this? His tone is awkward, and I can't tell if something's wrong or if he's just confused. Just some guy passing by. I saw him walking with his girlfriend just now. Oh, this looks really good. Thanks. Riley continues to look at our drawings, and I can tell he wants to say something more. Before he can open his mouth, though, his phone rings. He was totally hoping I drew him, like drew a side profile. Hello? Dad? His posture changes almost immediately. Don't worry, bro, I feel you. Tone shifting to a more formal, polite one. I see. I'll be there. Thank you. Riley puts his phone down, and within an instant, he's back to his usual eccentric self. I'll be heading out. It was nice to meet with you, Theo. Let's do this again. He packs his supplies, taking the 2 drawings with him. I wave goodbye as he walks off. My stomach grumbles. I should probably head home myself. On my walk home, I scroll through my phone. Through various short-form videos, a notification catches my attention. Notification from Heart Echo. Anthony Hayes, threat level reduced. Riley Sinclair, threat level increase. What? Surely this has to be a joke. As soon as I hang out with Riley, once I finally start to feel it, yep. Is this the same thing? Okay, here we are. So let's go with Riley. He's so hot in this little drawing. Notification comes the moment I put my phone down. I scramble to pick it up, almost dropping it. All players no longer present murderous intent. Wow. Okay, I wonder why that is. I stare at the screen until it fades to black. Whoever's behind this sick joke is telling me I made the right choice. Yeah, right. But that's meant to make me feel better. I tap once, twice, and the screen lights up again. The notification is still there. No longer present murderous intent. It bothers me how it's phrased, like it did before, like it was a given. I think about the pancakes Anthony made me, the coffee Milo brought me, the shy smile Riley gave me. Phone heats up in my hands. I swipe to the left and put it on the nightstand. Murderous intent. Those words linger in my mind. It didn't matter who I picked. What makes Riley any different from the other 2? Why is he the right choice? It's all too much for me. I slump onto my bed, burying my face into the pillow. This can be tomorrow me's problem. Sleep doesn't come easy when your head is going through all the different scenarios. I toss and turn for hours, the blanket tangling in my legs. Just a prank. It's all just one big prank. Tomorrow, Milo will jump out with the camera laughing. You should have seen your face. Others will come out hiding, and I'll laugh along with them too. In reality, I know better. The alarm on my phone goes off, ringing in my ears. My eyes snap open. Tomorrow has finally come for me. I lie there for a moment, staring at the ceiling, waiting for my heart to stop racing. It doesn't. Knees like rubber, I follow through with my routine. Try to, at least. I can't help the shaking as I make the bed, the sheets all wrinkled. Another notification, and my heart leaps, and another, and another. Good morning. Buongiorno. Thinking about our project. Are you free to meet today? I don't have to if you're busy. I want to start early so we don't crunch. I stare at his messages. I can't shake off everything that happened last night. Heart Echo, the list, Riley Sinclair, the clumsy, endearing boy who's passionate about art. What's he doing on a list like that? We aren't that close, but he doesn't seem like the type to hurt others, let alone kill. My head spins. I keep staring at the text like they'll disappear. I should respond to him. Who knows what will happen if I leave him unread. Sure, I have some time after digital art class. How about the cafeteria? It closes pretty late. I don't mind being anywhere else though. Fine by me. He seems nice enough. I can't let this stupid joke bother me. He is my project partner after all. Before I pass out from all the stress, I decide to get some breakfast. Visit a cafe, have breakfast at home. No, bro, I'm gonna go see Milo. Whatever. Coffee. I needed coffee to get me through this hellish morning. I slipped past Anthony cooking breakfast in the kitchen with a half-hearted wave. I know, it's like right now it's like fuck Anthony, fuck Milo, and Riley, you're like halfway fucked, okay? You're like F you, okay? Because he's still weird, like he still was like stalking us, probably drawing pictures of us. But you know, he hasn't done anything like it's a red flag, but we're playing Yandere game. Come on, you know, I'm not gonna be a purist on a fucking Yandere game. Okay, but it's not as bad as what other people have, what they have presented. Dude, so happy to see you. How's it going? Are you pulling a prank on me? Why not? No? You sound unsure. I had to think about it for a second. So you haven't pranked me? Not recently. No. His playful grin slips just for a second. Did someone do something to you? What? No, it's just school. Milo's eyes narrow in that way they always do when he's caught me in a lie. Normally the sight might make me laugh, but now I'm questioning everything. Seriously, it's nothing. I just need to pick me up. The wrinkles of his forehead smooth out, and he looks over me. Well, you came to the right guy. I'll happily whip something up for you. Guy. Guy. Thanks. Grazie. Grazie. One day, bruh. Thankfully, he turns away, disappearing behind the counter to make me a drink. I didn't tell him what I wanted, but he was a good guesser. I try to act normal for the rest of my time in the cafe. It must work because Milo doesn't ask me any more questions. Ugh. Letting me escape just in time for class. I find a seat near the back of the lecture hall, close to the exit, close enough to leave if I need to. Among the many general education courses I've been forced into taking, at least digital art is actually related to my major. These classes are always exciting to me. The professor guides the class through yet another Photoshop tutorial, teaching us how to photobash for reference material. Rhythmic clicks from the others fill the room, but they do little to calm my nerves. I can't help but worry about what my meeting with Riley would be like. I tap my stylus pen against the tablet, staring at the clock on the bottom right of the screen, as if staring would make the numbers go up any faster. Riley is on the list. Supposed to text from the likely empty classroom, talk about our art project, and pretend I don't know how he's feeling too. I can't finish the thought. The horror, bro. Oh my goodness. The walls are closing in. What if he's already there, waiting for me? What if he knows I'm scared? What if that's what he wants? Oh my god! I'm good, bro. The walls are closing in. You're such a, bro, you're a goofball, okay? You know, like, Bell snaps me for my thoughts. I pack up my things slowly, letting the other students file out ahead of me. Bell snaps me from, oh, okay. I know I can't just stand there. I need to keep moving. No matter how terrified I am of him, still don't know him. I still don't know if the list is real or not. This could all be made up. And it'd be rude to leave me here, leave him hanging. The classroom is empty. I head to the door, leaving. The hallway is crowded, but I don't see anyone I recognize. My phone buzzes, and I pick it up for once. Are we still on for later? On my way. Take a deep breath. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. He's not dangerous. I slip him back into my pocket and get me. Like, let me give you a hypothetical.
Like you know, like it's just in the moment. Like, and you know, I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna put. We're gonna remove all like adrenaline, like all emotions, like all that influence, okay? And it's just gonna be you. Time stop, okay? Time stop. Or it's gonna be your friend, you know, time stop. They got the gun, okay? You got the gun. Time stop. You shoot him, you save your friend's life, okay? Or you just don't do it because you can't manage killing someone. 90% of people, deadass, 90% of people, your childhood best friend is on the floor with you. Dude is on top of him, about to kill him. And self-defense, and you have a gun, and you can save your friend's life. You don't even have to kill him. You can just shoot him and disable him and call police. 90% of people are pulling that trigger. 90%. I guarantee you 90% of people are pulling that trigger. And like, if you put it into perspective, it's me and Milo's the one who has a gun. Milo shoots the dude who's trying to kill me. That's not even crazy. That's not crazy. That's your childhood best friend protecting you. And you're fucking losing your mind over it. Like, oh my god, you know, like, I know I'm thinking too much into it. Like we're not doing all that. Like, there's not details, you know, it's just.
I slip it back into my pocket and get moving. The art classroom was mostly empty at this hour. Just a few clusters of students scattered around working on their own projects. Riley is there, claiming a grouping of desks by the window. He's all alone. His shoulders are hunched, his head tilted, his lips pressed together in concentration. The sketchbook lies open in front of him. His pencil moves across the page in quick, confident strokes. What is he drawing? Hey, his hands slam the pages shut so fast the pencil goes flying. Obviously me. Looking up at me with wide startled eyes, his cheeks flushing pink. Hi. Sorry, didn't mean to sneak up on you like that. No, it's fine. I was just lost in thought. You know how it is. What were you working on? Oh, just practice sketches, studies, nothing interesting really. And I see? His fingers tighten on the cover. For a moment, I think he's going to say no. It's not very good. I mean, I was just messing around it. Riley? He hesitates, and he flips past the pages quickly. Too quickly for me to catch more than a blur of lines and shadows. He lands on the page, a study of hands in different poses. Hands. They're hard, you know. I can never seem to get them right. I'm pretty sure that's not the page he was working on, but whatever. He's just a bit shy, that's all. They're really good. Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. The smile is genuine now. His shoulders relax, pulling the sketchbook closer to his chest. So, the project. Right, I was thinking. His hands move as he talks, faster and faster as he gets excited. And then we could use different mediums for each piece, like charcoal for one and watercolor for another, to show how our essence changes depending on Riley. But if that might be too ambitious, I don't want to stress you out. Maybe we should start simpler and... Riley, you there? He blinks at me. His cheeks are pink again. Let's do it your way. It sounds good. Really? His voice cracks on the word. I can't help but giggle at that. We spend the next hour talking about the details. Or rather, he talks and I listen. His ideas are good. Better than good. He's thought about this more than I have, clearly. By the time we wrap up, the classroom was emptied out completely. I'll walk you back. You don't have to. I want to. His voice is soft, but there's something underneath that makes me pause. Something that sounds like insistence. I gather my things and we walk through the quiet campus together. The stars are out, scattered across the sky like speckled white paint. Riley walks close to me, close enough that our shoulders brush from time to time. We reach my building, and he stops at the entrance, turning to me. I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, take care. He lingers for a moment, then nods and turns away. I watch him go until his figure blurs, and I can't see him anymore. It went better than I expected. Now can you calm the fuck down? Like, I'm scrolling through my phone and the message comes through. Today was really fun. I'm glad we're partners. What's got you smiling like that? I look up. He's leaning against the doorframe of his room, arms crossed. I didn't hear him come out. No one. It's just the project. The project. Yeah, with Riley. He's my partner. Right. A Sinclair kid. You know him? We've met at some point. He pushes off from the doorframe, moving towards me. Be careful with that one. What does that mean? Nothing. It's just that he can be a bit much. More than he lets on. He holds my gaze a moment too long. Another notification chimes. I glance back down at the screen. Everything okay? Just wanted to check in. Come swing by tomorrow. I'll make you a honey latte. I stare at the messages, Milo being exactly the kind of friend he's always been. Exactly. And yet you're still acting weird. My hands shake. My heart's still racing from Anthony's words. From everything. You know, can we just spread the hate? Can we share the hate like equally? Like, can we just like? I put the phone down without a reply. Oh, wait. Ignore Milo? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I already talked about ignore him, but you know, respond on. My fingers tapped the screen quickly. Don't worry about me. Just tired. I'll hold you to that honey latte. Honey latte. Get some rest. I look up. Anthony is still standing there, waiting for me to say something. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. He gives me a nod and turns, walking back to his room. His door shuts behind him with a quiet click. I get a notification. Oh no. Post from Brutal Honesty. It's always the ones you have the highest expectations from that disappoint you the most. I step into the shower. The steam fogs up the bathroom and I stand under the hot water for longer than I need to, letting it wash over me, letting it drown out my thoughts. Freak. Whoa. That better have been a tap. I turned off the tap. Oh, I thought that was a door creaking just outside the window. Okay, that scared me. Clutching, they did that on purpose. Clutching the towel to my chest, I wait, listening. The water drops from my hair onto the tile floor. I don't hear it the second time. Oh, it was definitely Riley. What was that noise? My heart pounds harder. I peeked through the blinds. I don't know what I thought I would have seen, but I don't know what it could have been. There's nothing there. I wake to an empty apartment. Anthony's door is open when I pass it. I try not to read into it. I shouldn't be making him into something he might not be. Okay! So Anthony gets that. But not Milo. Anthony gets that conclusion, but not Milo. Okay. You're bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. Yo, this can't be real. They have to rage bait me, bro. A piece of warm toast is on the kitchen counter. You must have prepared some for me before you left. My phone buzzes. I hope you slept well. My dog's going crazy. I spent the whole night looking up references for our project. So excited for class. See you soon. I read his messages, a smile tugging at my lips despite everything. He's cute. That's the word that comes to mind. Cute in a way that makes it seem all too absurd. I grab a piece of toast from the stack, munching on it quickly as I gather my things for class. I check my phone again. No new notifications, no Brutal Honesty post. Just Riley's notifications sitting there. So, do we follow? We probably follow Brutal Honesty because but you get his noties, which is odd. I don't understand how the app exactly works. So do we know? Why are we following this weird ass account of what he said? Do we know it's Milo? I don't know. The walk to campus is different today. Students mill about between buildings, laughing and talking, and the sunlight shining brighter than yesterday. It's peaceful. Different. It's peaceful. I don't feel my heart sinking that much anymore. Riley comes out from the art building, sketchbook tucked under his arm, head down. He looks up and his eyes sparkle when they find me. Hey you, wanna get lunch together? My treat? Sounds good. He falls into step beside me, chattering about class, about the project, about some Mars he discovered online whose work he wants to show me. He seemed to have opened up to me after our meeting yesterday, like he doesn't need to hide. I listen to his light chattering, giving him short replies whenever he waits for me to answer. We find a spot in the food court, and Riley insists on paying, swiping his card before I can pull out my wallet. You didn't have to. It's to thank you for everything. He grins at me, and my heart flutters. I find myself smiling. He's off again, ID spilling out. Color theory and composition. The different ways ours capture the same subject, and what we can do with our project that's never been done before. I find myself smiling, watching him ramble excitedly. It's easy to forget in moments like this that anything is wrong. The light that hits your face when you're sitting by the window is visual fundamentals. I've been trying to capture it in my sketches, but I can never get it quite. His sketches? I give him a look, and he stops himself, cheeks flushing, his eyes dart away. I mean, it's something I noticed. We could reference it for the project. You've been sketching me? Nigga, he lowers his head further. No, I mean, yes, but not like, it's just practice. His words trip over each other, his face growing redder by the second. Gripping his sketchbook so hard his knuckles are white. I'm flattered. So, Riley just admits that he's been sketching you without your knowledge. You know, it's all, first glance it seems, it's all wholeheartedly. It's all good natured, okay? But you found his sketch in his fucking sketchbook before you even knew him. And so, so what? So what? Then you think, oh, who cares? We're both art students. He just saw me sitting by the window and he was like, oh, it's a good pose. But we're not taking into account that the sketch wasn't of me by the window. It was of me sitting outside in the fucking grass by a tree. Okay? Meaning, he says he goes there. He sees me there often. I don't know you, and you go there just to see me, and you're following me around just to sketch me. Like, okay, now it's a little weird. Now it might be a red flag. Okay, maybe you're passionate, but I don't know you prior to this. Okay, but when that comes to that surface, okay, I'm flattered. But when Milo, that's the you are. I think back to the sketch I pieced together a few days ago. Exactly. How long can he be drawing me? You have not known this nigga for more than 3 days. Yeah. Okay. Next time, just tell me before you stalk me and draw me without my permission. Okay. But Milo, if you look at me weird, I'm gonna cut you off and act fucking weird. I will. He laughs breathlessly. You're so cute, Riley. You're a stalker. You're so fucking cute. Can I see them? The sketches? Yo, okay. They're not finished. I want them to be perfect before I show you. Riley. Soon, I promise. I just need to get them right. Notice the way his fingers curl tightly around the edge of his sketchbook. Excuse me. The way he glances at me when he thinks I'm not looking. What's in there that he doesn't want me to see? He gets out of the bag, yet he's still being so secretive. You definitely got, like, crazy imagination, Riley. I know it. You're a little freak, I know it. He changed the topic after that, going back to the project. Talking fast again, hands moving again. I try to follow, try to focus on his words, but my mind keeps wandering away. How he reacted when I asked about the sketches. The lists, always the lists lurking in the back of my mind. What's wrong? I blink. He's leaning forward, face close to mine, concern written across his features. Sorry, I'm just tired. We can stop for today if you want. No, it's fine. I want to keep going. He studied me for a moment, his eyes almost knowing. Then a soft smile returns. Let's go to the cafe. Some caffeine might help. I know you go there sometimes. How? How do you know this, okay? How do you know this, bro? You don't know Milo, okay? You don't know Milo. You don't know me. How do you know that? How do you know? The sun is starting to set, hitting the cafe windows in shades of orange and pink. Believing that I'm fatigued, he's quieter. I notice how he's holding back. How he's doing his best not to bother me. I'm not used to his silence. But he's been more talkative whenever he's with me. I wonder if it's the same. I know some weird flowers have double meanings. I don't think I'll ever get used to his silence. Somehow part of me hopes they start talking again. The doorbell chimes a soft bright tune. So we're going to the cafe with Riley? The Miles Cafe with Riley. Oh brother. We're in for a ride. We're in for a show, bro. Let's go. Cafe is warm, humming with the murmur of students and the hiss of the espresso machine. The air smells of cinnamon and coffee beans, the window slightly fogged up, like it always has. I slide into a booth with Riley next to me. Closer than he needs to be. He's already pulling out his sketchbook, flipping to a fresh page, his leg bouncing under the table. My eyes shift to the counter. Milo is there, wiping down the machine. He glances up when we enter, then looks away. He hesitates without... worried about my exhaustion. Worried that he'll go too far with his shag. He's worried about me. I listen to any ideas you have, so don't hold back. He gives me a slight nod, reassured. I was thinking you could use something that feels you. Not really what you're comfortable with, but what you're drawn to. I honestly never really thought about it that much. You must have something you love, something that makes you feel, I don't know, whole. Milo. His eyes are fired up with passion. He gazes into mine. Nothing's coming to mind. Oh, no worries. We'll figure it out together. Music, bro. Music makes me whole, bro. I can go on and on about music, bro. Bro. I can't believe I used to just live. I can't, bro. Without my obsession for music, I can't believe it, bro. Life was so bland. Thank you, Milo. Don't put that chest in my face. How's the project coming along? Milo's standing over us, arms crossed, an easy smile on his face. His eyes are fixed on Riley. Oh, hi. Wow. Hi, Milo. He was relaxed a moment ago, comfortable. Now he looks anxious. Oh, Riley, do you have a crush? That would be awesome. That would be cool too. Two, hateful characters. Take them off to the side. Go on. Get the fuck out of here, do your thing. That'd be awesome. That's not something I really ever see. Go on, bro. Have fun. But don't leave me with Anthony. Oh, hell no, bro. There's a fourth one. There's a fourth one. I've forgotten about that. There's a fourth love interest. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's that other dude we saw before. I forgot his name. The dude who was trying to order the maid costume. I wonder why. It's going well. We were just playing out our pieces, Milo sits across from us, settling in the booth. Sounds interesting. You're an art student, right? Yeah, though. One day I'm gonna be able to roll my R's. So I'm gonna have it one day. Riley gives him a nod, his shoulders tensing further. It's odd, but Riley looks a bit starstruck. I mean, bro. Shit, bro. I don't blame you, bro. I've seen your work around the student gallery. You've got talent. Oh, thanks. Aw, it's so cute. I'm liking this. I'm liking this, bro. I'm liking this, bro. I'm grinning wickedly. I like this, bro. I like this dynamic. He scratches his, but I don't know if Milo would. I don't know. Milo's got that little faint blush, man. It's just Milo, though. It's from Milo. I don't know if Milo would accept that. He scratches his fingernails, not knowing what to say. How about checking out the lecture series next week? We've got guest speakers. The whole thing on contemporary portraiture, contemporary portraiture, portraiture. portraiture. He leans back, his arms cross the back of the booth. His arms along the back of the booth. It'd be good to meet some new people. Bradley's eyebrows furrow. Why would I be interested in anyone else? His wording throws me off, but his tone dropped all of a sudden, as if Milo had insulted him by insinuating that he should spend time with another person. The admiration that was just there a few seconds ago vanishes. I don't recognize what takes its place. What's with that look? Do it yourself. He stands up, brushing off his apron, and his eyes meet mine for a second. Let me know if you need anything. Before I can respond, he's gone. Back behind the counter, leaving Riley and I alone. You see, another thing I like about Milo is how subtle he is with it. He's so subtle with his possessiveness, you know, that we don't even realize it. My bad. Just bit my finger. Leaving Riley and I alone. That was kind of weird. You know Milo? I had no idea that they knew each other. Yes, you did. I thought we talked about that. You said, okay, our MCs has no context skills, no sense of context clues, and so it's just like, if what just happened is an indication, they've definitely met at least once before. Once before that I was never aware of. Now that I think about it, I don't really know much about anything about Milo's personal life. He's always so focused on me. Two of the people on the list, two of them who happen to recognize each other. Bro, this doesn't feel like a mere coincidence. The buzzing starts under my skin, an uncomfortable feeling that only builds as my mind begins to spiral. It's only broken by Riley's reply. I almost forgot I had asked him a question. Not really. Sorta. We know of each other. He's always checking on you, isn't he? Always making sure you're okay. Yeah, because he's a great fucking friend. His tone is empty of the warmth that's usually there. Yeah, he is, but I see him hovering around you a lot. After classes, at the cafe, it's hard not to notice. His words make me nervous, in spite of everything I feel need to defend Milo. Exactly, on the off chance that the list is just an elaborate prank. Milo is just some goof I grew up with and nothing else. He would never be a danger to others. Thank you. So this is the route where I finally get some fucking respect for Milo. Thank you, okay? You're using your brain, bro. I'm loving you now. Maybe you shouldn't die, okay? Maybe I was being irrational. So I cling to that thought and that carried me back to my conversation with Riley. He's known me for a long time, and we grew up together. I'm glad you have people who care about you. Or so he says, but his voice sounds distant. Not like he's offering compassion, but more so like he's reading from a textbook. Me too. Hey, and now you have me. No need to rely on Milo all the time. Nah, good. He smiles, but doesn't reach his eyes. So, yeah, exactly. So he gives a weird smile, and he's acting all weird. You better pick up on it. Because if you did it for Milo, and not him, hand finds mine. Fingers stretching around my wrist. Whoa. Okay, let's back up. I can take care of you better than he can. My mouth is dry. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what it means coming from him. Bro, come on, bro. What's his name on that list in sketchbook full of secrets? Alright, he pulls away. I have to booth before I can finish. It's cold out. You need something warm. I'll get you a drink. He heads towards the counter, and I'm left sitting here, with your heart pounding, watching him talk to the barista. He glances back at me once, twice, 3 times, checking to make sure that I'm still there. When he comes back, he's carrying 2 cups. He hands me one to me, and the heat seeps through the cardboard, hitting my palms. The cafe door swings shut behind us, the cold air hitting my face. I pull my jacket a little tighter. The campus is empty at this hour, the building's dark. Our footsteps echo on the pavement, the only sound in the silence. The drink is sweet, the way I like it. He bought it for me without asking what I wanted, just like Milo does. I sip it as we walk, the warmth spreading through my chest. I don't think about what that means. I like this, being with you, working on something together. I mean it. It's hard for me to talk to people, but with you, it's like I can just be me. I glance at him, his face lit by the soft glow of the streetlights. You're pretty fun to be around, Riley. Really? I like how passionate you are about your interest. You don't find it annoying? I know I tend to ramble on a lot. It's cute. He ducks his head, but I catch the smile spreading across his face. His hands come up to hide it, but it's no use. If you could create anything, what would you make? Just got my ears buzzed. My mic, I don't know why I did that. Art. We're too busy with assignments and practice and all that. What if we had the time for our own work? I take another sip of the drink, savoring the taste of sugar on my tongue. There's something about how it feels to be alone in the crowd. Do you feel lonely? Definitely, bro. Not particularly. It's as if I'm drowning. But no one has realized it yet. I used to feel the same too. He tucks a strand of hair behind his ear. Before I found something to focus on, oh brother. Don't say it, bro. Don't say it, Riley. Save yourself, bro. Your art? Art helps, yeah, but it's not the same as having someone who sees you for who you are. We walk together in silence. I've noticed you seem really anxious lately. I pause. Is there something on your mind? I should tell him about the list, about Heart Echo, about everything. Why would you tell him and not Milo? You don't know him. You don't know, man. You don't even know him. The words are right there on the tip of my tongue. I can't. You can tell me. I'll keep it a secret. You're the secret, bro. He's standing here, like he's waiting for something. For me to say the right words, for me to give him what he's been waiting for. You don't trust me, do you? I shouldn't trust you. I don't know you, bro. It's not about trust. Then... Oh, I did the wrong voice. Then what is it? I look away. Nothing. Forget I said anything. For a moment he's quiet. His fingers curl at his sides. I'm sorry. I glance over. He's not looking at me anymore. Hands shoved into his pockets. I get excited and then I push too hard. I do that. He looks down at his shoes. He kicks a loose pebble, watching it skip ahead of us. I'm not good at talking, but I'm trying for you. I really just want to understand you better. You don't have to tell me anything you're not ready for. But can I still walk you home? His fingers peek out of his sleeves, fidgeting with the hem. I like being around you. If you want to walk alone, I get it. He starts to step back, giving me room. You can walk with me. Are you sure? I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You won't. He offers me a smile. The same smile he gives when I compliment his work. It's hopeful. I'm happy to hear that. He follows me to my apartment door, making sure that I return home safely. Good night, Theo. He gives me the sweetest smile, the smallest wave, and leaves me be. He doesn't look back. Good night, Riley. The hallway is quiet. I fumble for my keys at the door, my hands clumsy. I find it. I fit into the lock. I push open the door. I'm barely through when I stumble, reaching to grab the wall, but my fingers are slipping. Whoa. My head, it's pounding. The steps approach from behind me, echoing throughout the corridor. Turn around, but my body doesn't listen. My legs buckle beneath me. I fall, but I don't hit the ground. Oh my goodness. Shh. I've got you. He's holding me, his arms around my waist, keeping me upright. Breath is warm against my ear. His face is close to mine. So close. Too close. I've got you. I'll always have you. I can't keep my eyes open. The world's spinning, tilting, falling away. I try to push him away, but my arms won't budge. My legs won't hold me. My body isn't mine anymore. He carries me to the bed, being as gentle as he can. Gentle despite everything. The mattress tips when he sits beside me. His hand brushes the hair from my forehead, fingertips tracing down my cheek, my jaw, the curve of my neck. Oh, I've wanted this for so long. All the shyness is gone, burned away by desire. Just be with you, to have you all to myself. I try to call out for Anthony or for anyone. My tongue feels thick in my mouth, my lips numb. What comes out is barely a whimper. And there's no need for that. I'm right here for you. He gently strokes my head. Should be soothing. Should be comforting. So he wishes it to be. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of everything. You're mine. You've always been mine. From the first moment we met, from when we bumped into each other, I knew. You're mine to love. You. The door slams open. I hear the fog. What the hell are you doing? Riley's hand freezes in my hair. Uh-oh, we're finally getting some like beef between us. I was just get out. Now. You don't understand. We were just. This is your only warning, Sinclair. Get out, or I will make you. I hear footsteps, a sharp inhale, the rustle of fabric. He's mine. You can't just. He's not yours. And he never has been. Everything's muffled, distant. A crash, a thud, a grunt of pain, another crash, glass shattering. Everything goes quiet. Do you? You hear me? Stay with me. Oh! Did he drug my drink? I didn't even think about that. He spiked my drink. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about us being exhausted. I didn't even think about that. Darkness. Light bleeds in. It's pulling me under. Do you? Oh crap. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Okay, Riley. Yeah. I'm not liking you. It's what I thought.
Then so be it. You sure you're alright?
No. No. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying, bro. You're fucking lying.
What kind of things are we talking about?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't be serious. What?
I think if you care about someone enough, you do whatever it takes to keep them safe.
Oh
It's
my
not
god.
weird. That's just
Wait.
love.
Wait. Okay, wait. Maybe. Let me calm down. Because I skipped it. I clicked to save far back. Let me. None of them. I choose none of them. Okay, so I was just like losing my mind because I recently thought. Okay, so I first thought the lines cut off because it was just a demo and the lines weren't done yet. So I'm gonna pray that's what happened, and that my lines weren't bugged. I didn't just spend all that time voicing their gorgeous lines and taking away their gorgeous voice. So I clicked this. Okay, this is where I started. I choose normalcy, choose safety. I guess call, screen flashes, cow. I'm not that close with him yet, but curiosity gets the better of me. Hello? Oh, wait, no, that's my name. That's my name. Of course he can't say my name. To you. His voice is flat, devoid of its usual playful smirk.
To say. Really disappointed.
Disappointed? What are you talking about?
The game. You just gave up. You let the most fascinating The game. You just gave up. You let the most fascinating variables, the perfect setup, and you chose the most boring ending imaginable. It's a narrative tragedy.
Cal? What game? You're not making any sense.
Of course not. That's the point. Look, I'm a generous guy. I believe in second chances. So I'm going to ask you to restart. Try again. Make a more interesting choice this time.
You've completely lost me. Is this about the heart echo? I hear a laugh from the other side.
Anyway, I sent you a little incentive. A gift to clear the board. It should be at your door.
The sound lightened suddenly, becoming conversational.
Funny story, actually. There was a little shipping mix-up. I ordered a deluxe maid outfit, black lace trim. Very specific instructions. But I think you got my other package instead. Whoops.
Hey, if you send a bomb to my doorstep, I swear. A cold dread trickles down my spine. A gift at my door? Cal? What did you do?
Don't worry, the frills were probably overkill anyway. Think of it as a hard reset. Good luck on your next try. Do better.
Line goes dead. A shipping mix-up. A maid outfit. I look at my apartment door. A plain, unmarked cardboard box just sits outside on the welcome mat. I take a hesitant step closer, my hand reaching out. You're so stupid. A low electronic beep emits from the box, quickening into a frantic final chitter. The world dissolves into a scream of light and splintering wood. Congrats, you just got bombed. Wow, we're fucking dumb. My goodness. Maybe? Okay. That was a new choice. Before I destroy my...
Just...
Oh my god. Oh, thank goodness. Wait, let me get one more. Oh! Oh my god, thank goodness. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, cool. I was just tweaking out, thinking I just spent all that time voicing the lines when the voice actors voiced them, and I missed out and didn't let you guys hear the beautiful lines and voices. But no, we're okay. Yo, this has been a roller coaster. This demo, okay, besides from all my whining and crybaby story, it's amazing. Okay, this is not like a story game. Like, it's a story game, but it's not like an A list amazing $400 million put into it. It's just, I'm grateful. Okay, I'm grateful for the opportunity to play it. I'm grateful for the art, the characters, the voices, the time put into this. I'm very grateful to be able to record this for you guys, and I am thoroughly enjoying myself. Don't let my whining deter you from the fact that I'm here sitting down, pouring hours into this to record this for you. I wouldn't. This is like a 5 hours demo. I would not be playing this if I didn't enjoy it. Okay. That's my free will as a YouTuber, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And as always, I hope you guys are too. So that being said, right now, I have very mixed feelings. Riley, I'm not really liking him, bro. not that interesting. Very typical, mundane. Me as a person, I like I like someone who's protective over me. Okay, I would love that. You know, I would love to be cared for and checked on and text and, you know, seen as I actually exist. You know, Milo, the only red flag Milo has given me is whatever he said on that account. Okay, on that account. Okay, and that's a red flag because he might just be out of his mind, or he might just be like wrong in the head. But if he actually killed it, out, if he actually was killing animals just to see them, yeah, you're crazy. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, but that's not, we don't know yet. Okay, so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, Milo. You're on thin ice right now, pal. Riley, you're fucked. And Anthony, I just don't like Anthony. No, he's cool, but actually, no, Anthony's not that bad. Anthony hasn't done anything crazy. Actually, so Anthony's not bad, but I just prefer Milo over him. I would prefer. So, alright, Milo, Anthony, Riley. That's my list as of the demo. And that's the list we're going to be holding when we go into the full game, hopefully when it comes out. I'm sorry again for all my rambling, but I am very passionate about games in general. You know, obviously I'm passionate, like, once you guys want me to be passionate when I'm recording for you guys. And, you know, it's something I want to do. So, obviously I'm passionate, and I talk a lot. Because, you know, I don't really normally get to talk to people. You know, I'm not a very talkative person. Because it's hard using my words. I'm not good at using my words, and I'm not good at socializing. I'm not good with people, and I usually embarrass myself, and I have anxiety. But when I'm sitting here with you guys, I'm still very anxious of my voice. When I first started recording, it was utterly embarrassing. I literally cannot look back at my recordings or at my videos without cringing at myself. It's just how I feel, and I'm not very fond of my voice, but you know, that's just something I have to deal with, you know. But when I'm sitting here and talking to you guys and just playing my game and getting an element and something I enjoy, you know, I feel a little bit better. So I get to speak my mind and, you know, just, you know, to take everything in. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, it's just lovely. Art style is lovely. I love where the story's going. I love how it's laid out. At the end of the day, I'm just grateful to be playing it. I'll love just consuming more media, and I hope you guys enjoy. I love you guys, and I'll catch you the next one. There's no need to rush. Next game will come, and I will be there to play it for you. I love you guys. Bye bye.
I take you soft and fun. I take you one. I put my words in time.